Well, yeah, sick. Glad that I messaged that this was my first official live stream because I have had the microphone muted since I got my hard drives back installed. So, anyways, here we go. Let's see what we can get with this melody now. Ooh, that sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Maybe don't use a riser. No, this is not what I'm going to be going for. So let's kick it up with the cloud supply here. And let's go to the Plex. Harrison Ford. That is ugly as hell. Well, we are not having a whole lot of luck so far. Cool. So I like Noir, but I usually go with either the Maverick or Grandeur, so it just gives that old school saloon type of vibe, especially when you slap RC20 down on it. So, what's the one called in here? Dirty Old Grand. So let me add RC20 on there, and hopefully this thing doesn't just drop out on me, but should be good. I wonder. Seems to smooth it out. Can we, yeah, so we can get away with a little bit longer there. Now, I kind of maybe want that to be a guitar, I'm not gonna lie. So, let's see if I can, probably just go to the regular Contact library. Yeah, so let's go to, I don't know if this is the one that plays chords. Let's see. It is. So let's go with the jazz guitar then. Nope. That is not gonna work. Come on, man. Vintage. No, not that. World. I think there's a classical guitar in here somewhere, so. Or not. Shit, let's try the Cora. I am having a hard time picking what I want here. Let's go to Cuba. No. Well, this is not working so well, so let's go into Logic's some of Logic's stock sounds here then. Kind of got this cool vibe. Now, is there any way that I can change the octave range? Let's add that back in. Yeah, man, why not? Whoopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisies. What kit am I looking for here? Now we'll just go with the okay, actually, now let's bounce these in place. I'm not going to delete the other ones, though. We'll leave them and mute them. Nah, man, I didn't want to mute that. Because what I'm going to do is... shit. So we'll get the MIDI up at the top, and I guess I can take the solos off there. And now we can flex around I think we're in C, right? So let's make it go into C sharp. That did not appear to work very well. Oh, that's because that one's still not muted. All right, cool. One shot, go to mono here. Okay, I can work with that. Brew. Nah, it sounds better like this. cool. All right. Let's dig into some claps, get the bounce going here. Nope. I think it's got to go up to 144 BPM. Now, what if... Okay, rejigging it. Let me get the hi-hats actually. And then I'll kind of determine whether I want that guitar or not, because I don't know if I do now. Maybe I kind of want to go back to the piano. I'm not going to lie. Wait, what the? I think we gotta go with one of those little. Yep, it works for me, man. I don't know if I want that tick tick kind of hi-hat though. I think I want one of the more of the S on it. Okay, so let's go over to humanize. So I'm gonna check because I don't know if I like what's going on here. Oh yeah, I already have YouTube open. What am I doing? Check. Well, there it is. Cool. All right. Anyway, so let me go back to humanize this. I do that rather than just nudging it because I feel like it gives it a little bit more oops. What in the freak just happened, man? Okay, that's better. Excuse me? I think I dropped those down a little too much. Bring them up to 90. Okay, and then bring in Das Kick, which is 9 times out of 10 going to be the Miles Williams kick thump. Okay, we got mono. Oh shit, I probably should have made the fixed velocity for the 808 too. Burp, burp, burp. Is this shit really not quantized? What's going on here? This shit is. Alright, well, anyways. Fixed velocity for the 808. See, that has like a way cooler vibe than when I'm using the guitar with it. So, let's go back here then. And let's see what kind of pianos we can get involved in with here. Oh. little bit more dramatic when we got the pad going in there. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining. I still don't know if a piano is right for this though, so... Vibraphone is cool, but not with the bass. Although that sounds sweet by itself, not gonna lie. Nah, that's not gonna work. Let me go back to the... No, let's see. Music box, maybe? Let's try this. Glockenspiel. Yeah, but we got to bring that down the octave, that's for sure. Nah, that sounds weird now. Huh, well. Back to Kontakt we go then. Because there's got to be something cool. There's got to be something cool in here. Maybe something in hybrid keys, which in the past has absolutely annihilated the CPU, but we're going to give it a go here. We're going to give it a go. Rise of the Machines. Kontakt's Native Instruments plugin. There's actually a free sample library you can get for it, which so it works like there's custom Kontakt libraries. There's ones that Native Instrument makes, obviously. If you have Kontakt, you can build your own library. That's like way out of my expertise, but I know there's a bunch of people that do build those libraries themselves. But basically, it's a sample-based library, so all of these instruments that I'm scrolling through here are what work inside of Kontakt. Everything that I have here is from Native Instruments Complete 13. But yeah, so if you scroll down to the Kontakt Factory Selection, this is a free, Kontakt itself is free, and then you can go ahead and download Kontakt Factory Selection too. And you get the instruments that are inside of here. So a little bit of vintage, a little bit of world, a little bit of synth, etc. Right now I'm just using hybrid keys. So, but Logic Pro itself, man, it has a whole bunch of instruments that are really good. I actually cycled through a bunch of them already. So I'm actually shocked. I've been using Logic Pro since, I think I got Logic Express in like 2010? Yeah, I think. And it's, man, like you could use what is built inside of Logic for years, whether you're doing orchestral stuff or you're making hip hop beats and melodies. But yeah, you play with MIDI, exactly. This is just something that I actually made. Like I have the MIDIs here that I made using Scalar, which is another plugin. But yeah, so I'm just trying to find out what's gonna work, because this melody's good. I just don't know what, like this works well by itself right here. But I'm just trying to figure out which instrument works best here without it sounding cheesy, you know? That gives it a synthwave vibe, that's for sure. think when I go with the piano, it just kind of gives it a weird pop sound. I don't know. Right on, yeah. Like the Logic Studio Drummer and everything, really good. Like you can build rock tracks easily. Even with GarageBand, you can build some pretty good rock tracks. That's what I got started on using Logic all those years ago. I wasn't into hip hop production or anything, but kind of like that. Should probably go ahead and save this. Yeah, I don't know. I got some other stuff on my channel that you can learn a little bit about Logic with. But there's some good channels that have like 50 Logic tips in 10 minutes or whatever. I go check out one of those. You'll learn a lot really quickly, just in terms of the shortcuts and the capabilities. But yeah, Logic is, I'm a Mac user, so Logic's like the go-to program for sure. Once in a while, I will make stuff inside of Machine too. But that's more like when I'm chopping samples and making strictly hip-hop beats for the most part. Don't even know what to call this one, to be honest, but let's just call it Contact, spelled properly. Yeah, the amp designer is a lot better than it originally was too. I actually don't use any type of real amps. It's all simulations. Either I'm using Guitar Rig Pro 6 or I'm using what's inside Logic, and then I also have the Spark amplifier. If you're not familiar with that, check it out. It's pretty cool. The world's first smart amp is what they call it, but yeah. So yeah, that's way better. That is way better. Yeah, Machine, like it's its own thing, man. Like when I have a few videos, it's just like I blow myself away every time I load up a Machine expansion pack, and it's just something that I would never in a million years create by myself, because it's a selection of sounds that, you know, I'm not really used to, and there's just something totally different with the beat pad in front of you versus playing something on the keyboard all the time or clicking stuff into the piano roll. Yeah, I do play guitar myself. Nowhere near as much as I used to. Mostly what I'm doing is like hip hop and electronic instrumentals, or a lot of like tension instrumentals. So it's all synth driven. But start up a new project here. Yeah, let me dig into some of the Logic instruments then. I haven't even, like, Alchemy itself is kind of cool. It's like a, I don't even want to say, yeah, I would say it's a smaller version of Omnisphere, but in terms of the collection of the sounds, you get really crazy sounds, and you have this little area here where you can, here, let me pick something. Let me just pick some keys. Fat. Seriously what it's called? It's amazing. Oh, hang on. We're refreshing the Alchemy library. I didn't even know I had to do that, but yeah, Alchemy is pretty cool because you can get some really crazy sounds plus some functionality. So, okay, let's go back. Keys. Let's go with some house keys. All right. You know, and then that's all within the same patch, so you can do automation like that where you're swirling around getting different sounds. That's a very Rugrats theme song. Yeah. And then also, I mean, yeah, if you're using the rock stuff, I haven't even used the drummer properly, but apparently there's this cool follow thing where you play something and it'll actually follow the rhythm. So if you're playing something on the guitar, it'll follow the rhythm of it afterwards. I would recommend looking into that because that's probably pretty easy. I don't even know what I want to make right now, to be honest. I haven't really made something tension in a while, so let's get back into Scalar 2. Actually, screw it. I really want to make something super 80s, so this is Scalar. This is basically like dummy proofing how to make melodies. If you've ever heard about key locking, so if I click into the scale here, in the keys lock, I can click the scale so it locks on the white key. So once I select a scale that I'm working in, I'm gonna go into something synthwave here because I'm gonna make something retro. Shit, let me load up a patch real quick. Oh, I have Alchemy open still. So I'll go to Analog Dreams, which has one of the nicest user interfaces around. But I feel like this is like a stock image. I feel like I see this image everywhere when you're on Canva and all those other things. Maybe that's just me though. Okay, so let me bring up a pluck here. Something that sounds good, hopefully. Ooh, I think we're getting a little bit of delay now. Yes, we are. I don't know, maybe it was only that patch. Yeah, man, somebody mentioned it in a comment somewhere, and I couldn't believe it existed either. The Spark amp that I was talking about has that, where you can play your 4-bar pattern, and it'll actually play the bass and the drums with it. Usually you set the tempo first, so you play to a metronome, and then it'll make this backing track for you, and then next thing you know, you can rip a solo over this backing track that it just created. Okay, so I got this open here, and then so now I have Scalar open. So I chose one of the synthwave presets, which gives you chord progressions already. So you can go through here. Right? And like that's literally the chord progressions to a song already. Now what I said is it has the scale locked to the white keys. So it's going to be locked to the C. So even though it's in the key of G, and so you have that if you wanted to make your own melodies, or you can go ahead and get this performance feature here. And let me just pick this. So now if I press play, it already has this whole thing played. And then you can go to melodies, and it'll play like the chords plus melodies on top of it. Yeah, it is cheating, but there's, I mean, you can't really say it's cheating because you're still making music at the end of the day, right? I'd say like it's a little more creative than somebody just dragging and dropping a loop in anyways. I mean, it's technically a MIDI loop, but there's all kinds of customization that you can do in here. There's mod section that I don't even know yet, but let's say I wanted to change the voicing of one of these because I didn't like it. Like you can go in and pick the voicing, and if you're really into theory, then you would know the sevenths and the inverted seventh, etc., to pick it to your liking. So it's kind of just like a starting point, a launch pad, but I don't know. Music is music, right? You create it, you have fun, and if it's good, it's good. That's all there is to it. The only thing that I would hope is like these types of plugins, it would help people learn theory, or at least maybe want to learn theory in the long run. I see, that didn't sound right, did it? There's a weird note at the end there. Now we're doing synthwave, so I kind of want to do arpeggio. And the nice thing about this, if I have it on the right key. Oh yeah, I gotta lock it here, my bad. So this will lock this section so that these notes here will act as the trigger for those chords. And right now it's in 8th notes, so wait, what the hell? I'm gonna be honest, I don't usually work in major keys, but let me try and build my own pattern here. Sounds a little bit more like what I do. Okay, let's try a melody. Okay, now we're into Game Boy music. No, this is what I want. It's fun. I don't know, man. I like Scalar. Scalar actually has its own instruments too built into it. But let me open. They used to only have 3 in Scalar 1. I gotta watch the time here. I can't remember how much it is now, but it's a really affordable program. I got it on Plugin Boutique. I don't know if there's anywhere else you can actually buy it or not, but yeah, exactly, right? I mean, not everybody can pick up an instrument and learn. Some people have to learn, they have to ear train themselves first, right? I was fortunate enough to be one of those people that picked up a guitar. I just had the ear for it. Never took any formal lessons. I started using guitar tabs and kind of figured stuff out from there. I still say that I have a very limited understanding of music theory. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Simon Servita. He's from Toronto like me, but he actually launched a course that's music theory geared towards the modern day producer, and I'm not too far into it. I'm in like the second set of lessons so far, and it's helping. And he goes over like the triads, and there's sites that he gets you to test, so you train your ear to know what a third is and what a seventh is, etc. So recommend checking that out too. What plugin are we talking about? We're talking about the Scalar plugin here? Yeah, Scalar plugin boutique. I don't know how much delay there is on the chat here, because this is my first official stream on YouTube. So yeah, Scalar originally only came with 3 sounds, and now you can see it has all of these in here. So this in and of itself gets you quite a few different sounds. There was like some of the synths are pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Here, let me load up another song here. Let's go with gospel. Let's get some nice gospel chords in here. Like, that's a pretty good sounding pad, I'm not gonna lie. Dusty nostalgia. Everybody likes some dusty nostalgia. I would rival that sound right there with whatever is in Analog Dreams. Like, that sounds pretty good. And yeah, I swear Scalar is not more than $80. I could be wrong. Oh, there's 30 second delay. All right, thanks for letting me know. Thanks you guys for tuning in, by the way. I really didn't expect anybody to tune in on the first stream here, but I'm just having fun. I'm gonna get better at this. Let me know how the sound is, actually. I'll go back and watch this, but I have proper compression and everything on the microphone so that even when I'm talking low, it's gonna bring up the volume of it. But I just don't know how the mix is between the microphone and the sounds that I have in Logic. Yeah, see, that, I know, it's a great sound, wasn't it? Actually, let me see the choir. I haven't even tried this choir yet. If we're doing gospel. Now I can hear like big drums, like a Lion King or something. And then I could go to, let me go to retro bass. I'll go to key lock, go to the white keys here, take that off. Okay, so it does sound good. Awesome. Yeah, I watched a whole bunch of tutorials. I use Streamlabs OBS, and they have built-in filters, they call them. So you can just go in and load a compressor and a noise gate. So kind of just use the levels to see where the lowest point of my vocals were versus the highest point. Did some compression and then just brought up the gain so that I'm kind of sitting in that nice range at the top. And then I added in a noise gate so that, you know, I gotta snap pretty loud when I'm clicking back there to get it to pick it up, just so there's not like, you don't hear me breathing heavily or anything like that. But yeah, that was it. Just compression and noise gate. Sorry, just watching the time. I got somebody coming by soon to do a Kijiji grab off of me. If you're in the area, you're in UK, one of you is, so I don't know if you know what Kijiji is. But yeah, I loaded up this bass here. Oh, I guess that's what it means by retro bass, huh? Cool. I would have thought that would be in the synth section, but jazz bass. So now I can pretend to be an amazing pianist and play whatever bass I feel like. But yeah. Ooh, we got a new subscriber. Thank you. Right on. All right. Appreciate that. What else is in here actually? So let's test out their string ensembles, because Native Instruments kind of has that stuff on lock, for me anyways. I know there's all kinds of crazy libraries. Spitfire Audio is really good for that stuff too. Not bad sounding. Not bad sounding. Another thing that you might think is like cheating too, I'll show you if you're not familiar with Contact. This is something that comes in Native Instruments. Complete action strings. Sure, yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing more of these streams. You know why? Because I streamed on Twitch a few times, and I just decided today, I looked into it, figured out YouTube is my home, so I'd rather just do the streaming on here, and then I can go back and edit them into YouTube videos afterwards, so they're more watchable for the people that don't have the attention span. Where was it going? Oh yeah, action strings. So this is like the perfect tool for anybody to learn how to, I guess, do orchestral programming, I would say. So essentially, it's, I don't know what the best way to explain it is. It's phrases, right? Like you can see there's this nice little sheet music here that I have no idea how to read. I could read for bass guitar in like grade 12. That's about it. But yeah, you just kind of press this. And then it's just doing the rhythm, right? So then you can switch it up. You can do it on the keyboard too. Maybe we got like the Eye of the Tiger going on here, right? There it is. If we had it like a little bit faster BPM, we'd be doing the Eye of the Tiger right now. So those are the basic rhythms, and then this is like the exact kind of stuff you hear in like the chase scenes, right? Maybe not a major note, but and so that's just a cool tool as well. Like you can, what I'm really focused on is sync licensing. I do have a video about taxi music if you're familiar with it. I learned a lot through that, and I have successfully signed 11 tracks now. But I enjoy making hip hop 100%. I enjoy making EDM on my own for like releasing purposes as an artist, but in terms of what my focus is, it's on sync licensing. So I really got into making tension instrumentals earlier this year because at the start of the year, once the lockdown happened, there was a massive influx of requests for what they were calling sci-fi tension cues, like Cliff Martinez made for the Contagion soundtrack. So I got into that and then just started fiddling around with more stuff that incorporated like strings and other instruments like that. But yeah, Twitch. So Twitch, the problem with Twitch is that if you don't have an existing audience already, it's virtually impossible to get discovered on Twitch. That's what I figured out. And a lot of people who have been streaming on Twitch are saying that that's the reason why it's going to lose out to YouTube. Because the second that YouTube decides that they want to push live streams in discovery, Twitch is done. I mean, you guys found me, which is awesome. So, I mean, they're not even really pushing discoverability for live streams right now, but I still ended up with people coming to my stream. So, that right there says enough. I think the only people that tuned into my Twitch streams were people that I talked to it about already so that they knew where to find me. But you just get buried in Twitch unless you already have a following. It's not like the same ranking system. It's not like the same algorithm where, you know, you guys have obviously watched music production videos in the past, so it might recommend me on your homepage. And that's why I'm, you know, Twitch, the chat looks like it's a lot better on Twitch compared to YouTube, but I don't know. YouTube's where I'm at. If I can start to grow an audience with people on here, that's cool. But if not, I love doing it. And what I was saying before was that like, I find that it's holding me more accountable to spend more time making music, because it's like, one, I can't just come on here and do nothing because nobody's going to watch that, right? So I kind of got to sit here. I got to learn my instruments better, therefore I can talk about them better. And I don't know. It's been a fun experience so far, even the ones that I was doing on Twitch. But yeah, Twitch actually grew a lot for musicians this year though too. But I think as more and more people realize how cool YouTube is for streaming as well, they'll stick with it. Oh, no way. That's cool. I guess that's because I happen to know how to title my videos. I'm slowly progressing on the music channel. I actually run a car channel too that I rank in the top 10 for several search terms. So I've learned enough about how to properly title videos and put tags in and stuff like that. So I'm glad that worked out. Awesome. Logic Pro, and just searched last hour and this popped up. Perfect. That's amazing. I like doing that stuff too, man. That's how you discover people. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to have to jump off in a minute here, but yeah, so here's action strings. So literally if you took action strings and then action strikes, you can put together like a chase scene in no time. Again, cheating, just holding one key down. But it's fun. I don't know. And then if you wanted to create a melody, you could go in and load up something with Scalar 2, and that's it. I don't know. I'm not trying to be a virtuoso or anything. I'm just trying to make music, and when I'm focusing on sync licensing, I'm trying to make music for a specific purpose, right? Like to set the tone for a scene, and to be usable in commercials, etc. And I think that Native Instruments Complete's like the best bang for your buck. I do have Omnisphere too, but in terms of getting this type of stuff, there's no match for it. So yeah, see, like they got to get the vaccine here on time. So is it going to be okay, or are people going to get deformed from it? We don't know. Exactly what it's for. Oh, okay. So that's it. I'm going to have to jump off. I might jump back on later tonight, but thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's good chatting with you guys. Wish you the best of luck in Logic. There's a lot to learn. So I take the time. You'll enjoy it. I'm not sure if you came from another DAW already or not, but it's different than, Fruity Loops for sure. Cubase is like hieroglyphics to me, so I wouldn't even imagine trying to start from scratch in that, but Logic is logical. That's all I'm going to say. Learn your keyboard shortcuts and you're going to have a good time with it. And again, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the chat again on another stream coming up. I am going to do this at least once a week, if not twice a week. No set schedule yet, but once I do have a set schedule, I'll post them on my channel so that you have you can see it and set a reminder for it at specific times. Yes, that will be late for you then. But yeah, I appreciate the sub. Appreciate you guys.